Excuse me. How you doing, brother Tariq? I see you at the laundromat washing clothes. Good thing, good thing. I'm sorry I didn't meet you at the house, but I had to meet with my therapist, and Miss Benita Blaine and Miss Gail Aben, they was calling me, so I had to attend to them. Well, I'm glad I caught up with you though, but there's a couple questions I need to ask you for today in your peer support. I need to ask you, what do you look for in a relationship? I'm talking about relationship, business, marriage, any type of relationship. I want you to break it down to me. I'm seeing how much have you progressed. I'm seeing if you're healthy. Okay. Brother Tariq, that's a good question. Well, in business, a relationship in business is transparent. Transparent. I mean, it can't be no simple on that in business. Give me an example of what you mean by transparent, because transparent means clear. So I need for you to be more specific. You know, what if I don't know the definition of transparent? Well, in business, you have to, especially in trucking, you have to say what you mean and do what you say. Okay, if I'm working with Landstar and I'm telling Landstar I got heavy haul and I'm looking to get 2-3 loads a week, you know, hypothetically. And I also got flatbed, I got step deck, and I'm the only driver. So I'm going to be shifting trailers. But when I get on your load board, I'm not looking just to have one thing. When I get on your load board, my commitment to you is all my trailers. But it's just me. So I don't know which trailer I'm going to be driving that week. It all depends on when I go to DAT. I might call Miss Charmaine Jeffries. She works at DAT. And I'm going to see what's the freight like for that week. If I live in Maryland, right, I'm going to look, okay, she might say, well, flatbed is doing good this week. Okay, so I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to go out in the flatbed. So now I'm going to look at the load. Then now I'm going to go to Landstar and look at look what's going on. That's contract. See, I'm going to go by spot market with Charmaine Jeffries. But she worked for that. She do spot market. But I got a contract. So if I call Landstar and says, well, this week, maybe this week and next week, I'm on a flatbed. I got a quad axle. You know, I can do 90,000 pounds in Maryland. After that, you know, I got to pay a permit. And permit in Texas for me having that quad axle, the quad axle alone, I'm looking at maybe between $70,000 and $85,000. I can put it on it. I can get from the trailer, and with my tractor, I can probably get 40, 60. I may can get 80. So I'm looking at like 160. And if I go to Texas, that's a lot of money for me to haul that type of weight. So, you know, I'm looking at, if I'm going to Texas, I'm gonna call Landstar. If I go to Texas, you know I need something coming out of there. Or I gotta lift the axles up. Texas is a big state. So if you put me in down there by Houston, over there by down there by Galveston, that's a long way for me coming out. So I need something coming out there. So that's the reason why I would call Charmaine Jeffries. You know, I got my flatbed. I could do flatbed loads and I can do specialized. But if I'm going to get something overweight, I need something that's going to pay for my permits. You know what I'm saying? So I'll call her and see what's going on. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm going to be on that. I'm going to be on that. But I'm just going to call her because she's in the office and say, Miss Charmaine Jeffries, you know, I'm getting on the flatbed this month. What it looks like. She said, well, it's all right. Well, which one look better? She might say refrigerator. Refrigerator, I have no problem. But I got a big sleeper. So I probably can't take 44,000 pounds. So I will say, look, all right, I go out. What's the best location? Or instead of me calling Charmaine Jeffries, right? I might call what's my brother in Minnesota. He didn't want to give me Truckers Pro. He got his own channel. I forgot his name. I get him a call. You know, I buy the steaks. I come up to his location. I give him the money, buy the steaks. We have a cookout. And I'm asking him, what do the freight look like on 123 lowboard? I'm coming out of Maryland. I'm coming out of Maryland, and I need to know what's going on. Because if nothing going on, you know, I can just get back on a lowboy. And I know on a lowboy what I got. That's transparent. So when I go to Landstar, I'm telling them I'm transparent. Now, I love moving, but I have to depend on other people to help me. You understand what I'm saying? So the only way I can do moving, I got to go to Atlas. That's the only relationship that I have with a moving company is Atlas. So I have to tell Atlas, listen, I'm just the driver. I'm just the driver. I can pack, I can wrap, but when it comes to your name and your liability, I don't have no one with me. So I have to go depend on you. And if I go up there to North Dakota, you got like 200 miles before there's an agent. You understand what I'm saying? So that means I got to drive 200 miles to that local agent and get someone to come with me 200 miles. And I got to go back another 200 miles and drop them back. So there's going to be some type of restriction. Now, I love moving. Don't get me wrong. I'll jump in moving in a heartbeat. But I need a rider. Is one of my wives going to ride with me? I don't know, because they got a broker. Just today, the Lord just confirmed to me, get that ACJ 320 Neo. They got to fund that on brokering. So she may not have the time. So I got to find someone that's going to help me with moving. All I need is one person. I can do it. But I need a rider. So that means I gotta find a woman that I'm cool with. That's either my wives have to approve of. You understand what I'm saying? I just can't get a woman and put in my truck. Because as a Muslim, my wives has to approve. Because if I'm neglecting one of my wives, how can I add another woman to my environment? That's being a Muslim. You understand what I'm saying? So I have to confront with my wives. If my wives feel neglected in any way, I can't add. So I got to confront each one of my 4 wives. Listen, I'm in the moving business. I need help. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with a male rider, but a male rider, when I stop at the hotel, he gonna want to pick up some broads. So they're gonna be broads around me. I know you trust me, but to avoid all these problems, because this guy's on the road, he might have an urge, he might be single, he gonna want to chase these women. And these women's gonna be around him, and he gonna be around me. So, to avoid all that, that's the reason why I would rather have a woman rider. Because now she's more secret. She'll be like, Tariq, I'll be back. I go. She's gonna go where she gotta go, and I ain't gonna. Hey, she'll come when she come. But a homie, listen, man. I'm about to go get me a 40. I'm gonna get me a blunt. I'll be back. I'm going in the hood and get one of these broads. I got a pocket full of money. I'm gonna get me a broad. Then now my wife's gonna feel some kind of way. They gonna. I mean, I'm tell you how they gonna feel as a Muslim woman. I'm in a single environment. They might trust me, but that single woman can put lies out on me. You understand what I'm saying? That single woman that my rider is with can put lies on me. Now I got to justify this. And it's not, I'd rather not even go through that. And that's biblical. Because there was a woman that said she ripped her clothes and told everyone that she was being raped. So that's biblical. I can't stop that. That's biblical. So I got to protect myself. That's being transparent. So for me to have a rider, I'd rather have a woman. Now that woman has to be, now think about it. I'm rich. I got a Rolls Royce. I got all this stuff. It's going to be hard for that woman to ride with me and not have, we have a business relationship, but my mentality is to keep it business. But I got a big sleeper. She sleeps. She got to take a shower. She got to be dressed. She has to be appropriate in that nature. That's the reason why I'd rather have my wife. Because my wife can pull the curtain and she can do her. She pull the curtain while I'm driving. She can get in there and sleep or do whatever she wants. Now, if I have me a woman rider, when she pull the curtain, when I park, even though I might be tired, I still have to knock in my own sleeper. I still got to knock before I go in the back. I have to get out my driver's seat, go out through the side door, knock on my side door, and announce that it's me. Because I don't know if she may just be with some type of, I don't know, how could she be dressed? So I have to give her that respect. But if my wife, I could just go in the back. Point blank. She in the panties, she in the panties. You understand what I'm saying? That's being transparent. I love moving. I want to put that moving in my business plan. I'm telling you, I really want to do it. But I need a rider. And my wife gonna have to approve of this. All of them have to approve on this. And they might say, look, I'm not even getting satisfaction from you. How are you going to be around another woman and I am not satisfied? Allah's going to punish me because I'm neglecting my wives. And I got an stray woman around me and she's spending more time with me than my wife. I can't do that. My wife's going to have to agree or they got to ride with me. I'm telling you. That's the only way I can do moving. They have to agree. I can't be around a single woman and my wives are neglected. That's a sin. That's a sin. That means I'm lusting for another woman and I can't please my wife. I'm not even home with my wife, giving my wife comfort. But I'm out on the road with a woman that ain't my wife. Okay, well, I'm getting another example. What if I was a musician? I'm a rapper. I'm Jay-Z in his prime. I'm Jay-Z in his prime. I'm single, or I'm married. Let's say I'm married. I got a famous a wife. I got a couple wives. Do you think that Allah is gonna bless me on a road touring, and I got a wife home that has needs and I can't meet her needs, but I'm with this woman on tour? That's a sin. That's a sin. What I'm supposed to do is go get my wife and my wife come with me while I'm on the road. Or she has to approve of this. She has to approve of this. I can't bring another woman in my environment if my wife is not happy. She got to be happy. Allah gonna punish me. You see what I'm saying? So I wants to do moving. I even told my first wife, I wants to do moving. And she knows I wants to do moving. I really do. I wants to do it. But I cannot do it without her. Or without the other three. I can't. They got to be happy. They got to be mentally happy with me, physically happy with me, sexual happy with me, everything. For me to be around another woman. They can't have a need for nothing. Financially, they set. I'm not even buying them a Corvette. They could buy their own Corvette. Convertible. I'm not buying them no convertible. I'm not. They buy their own convertible. I'm just giving them the bare essentials and let them do whatever they want. But me, I'm buying them. I think I'm buying them the Maybach, the sedan. I'm buying the Maybach SUV. I'm buying them a Bentley Continental. Me, I'm getting a Range Rover. I'm getting a Rolls Royce. No, I got them a color hand. I got the Rolls Royce, I believe. No. My SUV, I think I got the Maybach, SUV, and I got a Rolls Royce Ghost. You know, I got things that please me. You see what I'm saying? So I can't go out here and be around a strange woman. Can't. Unless they're happy. And that's being real talk. I can't. Now, if they choose to do it, they gotta answer to God. But I can't. I have to please my wife. That's why you gotta treat them all equally. And I can't be in that truck for 3-4 weeks or months or whatever with a woman that's not my wife and my wife is home. It can't work. It can't work. It ain't gonna work not unless they approve of it. That's transparent. Let me check my clothes. 17 minutes. Okay? And that's being real with you. And I'm just being straight up with you. I can't do that. Now, somebody else can do it, but I can't. A Christian man can do it. I can't. So, and I wants to do moving. I just can't go to anyone. I gotta go to Atlas. Atlas, I don't think I can do it at Interstate. Because Interstate doesn't have agents. I may can do it at United, but I gotta be transparent with United. I gotta tell them, look, I got a business, I got trailers, and I'm just the only driver. I gotta be transparent. And that's what I mean by being transparent in business. But hold on, let me tend to my clothes. Then we can, I'll get a little bit more deeper with you. Water? No, but you want water? I don't think it's, where's your mother or father? They're not here? I was gonna get her water, but I can't. I just can't go out and tend to a kid and their parents here. You know? But I was gonna get them a water. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. So 25, 22, 47. Okay, so that's being transparent. Yes, I do want to do moving, but I just need a rider. And if I was to go to interstate, I gotta hire a rider. I gotta hire help. I gotta seek my own help. I gotta do everything. But with Atlas or United or Allied, you know, I'm telling them I'm just a driver. Now they might require me to be with them X amount of times, and I'm telling them, look, I have a business. I have a heavy haul business. I got a flatbed business. I got a step deck business, and I got vehicles. And vehicles, I'm with you too. I just can't be. You can't confine me to one thing. I need to have options. And since I don't have employees, if I had employees, I could just boom, boom, boom. But I can't do the warehouse. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at. I like to do it. You know, I can just go to a company and say, look, when you get a full trailer load, you know, call me up. I bring my trailer and I do it. But I got to hire help. You understand what I'm saying? I got to hire help. So until the sweet Lord comes to me with wisdom, I'm gonna have to freeze up on moving until he give me wisdom. Because I mean, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to do it. It's gonna be hard to do it without my wife's consent. You feel me? It's gonna be hard. So that's the first thing. That's being transparent in business. Okay? Now, relationship as a couple, you just have to be yourself. You know, when you meet well, I can't speak. I gotta speak about me. I just have to be myself. I got to put myself on the table. You know, I got to put myself on a fishing line. And if they grab it, if they bite me, you know, hey, I'm hooked. But I got to put myself out there if I'm looking to be in a relationship. If I'm not looking for a relationship, I'm not going to be the bait. So if I'm whatever I'm doing in life, just say I'm sitting down on this curb every day. Every day I'm sitting on this curb, right? Every day I come here and sit on the curb. To someone, that may be bait. To some woman, it could be a woman that's walked by here every day. She might say, hello, how you doing? Say, how you doing? That conversation just sparks. By me sitting on the curb, I was a bait to her. You feel me? So everything that you do, you might be a bait for someone else. Even though you're not looking for someone, but you could be bait. You just got to be yourself. And if someone attracts the bait, it's up to you if you want to be caught. You understand what I'm saying? So well, once the line, you know, once that woman start winding the fish line up, right? You know, she's pulling, she's yanking now, she's pulling, right? It's up to you if you want to get in the boat. If you want to get in the boat, all you gotta do is feed off her winding you in. That's all. That's the best advice I could give you on a relationship. Now, as young or something different, but as a man, grown man, you have to do your regular routine. And if you see something that you like, then in other words, she's the bait, and she's the fish, and you throwing the fishing rod. You taking a rod and you throwing out in the ocean, hoping that she grab it. You know, you might speak to her, hello, how you doing? If she doesn't bite on it, you don't have a fish. You know, sometimes you got to keep throwing that same bait in the same water to catch that same fish. But if you want to, you just got to keep on throwing it out there and see if she bites. She might notice you, but don't want to give you the recognition that she's noticing you. She want to see how much you're interested in her. You understand what I'm saying? So if you interested in her, you got to pursue it until she say, stop. I mean, there's a stop. When she say, stop, you just got to stop. You got to respect her. You know, she might say, stop. Look, I'm not interested in you. You're not my type. Leave me alone. You got to leave her alone. But as long as she's giving you a conversation, hello, how you doing? Every day you ask her, man, you know, this is a beautiful day. Blase, blase. Just keep on. You know, you got her on the wheel. You got her on the wheel, and you winding her in. You trying to wind her in. One day she might smile. You might make her day, and that could do the trick. She might say, well, I'm glad I made you smile, but the next time that you feeling down, why don't you call me so I can make you smile again? Boom. Just be yourself. So I can tell you. You know, I mean, you at the age now, you can't be who you're not, because it's gonna be hard to live a lie. Just be yourself. And once y'all two get in a conversation, you're just gonna have to go the speed limit. That's it. That's all you can do. That's in a relationship wise. Excuse me. Now, what else? What else do you want in a relationship? Business. That's it. Other than that, Other than that, what is it? You know? Okay. The next question. Why you like racing so much? I see in your business plan you getting on these race cars. Well, in construction, you know, I had a career that it was just me inside just a piece of equipment. There was no two-seater equipment. I didn't have no co-workers inside this machine. It was just me. And the beauty part of it is, you know, you can go as fast as you possibly could if you can maintain it in the conditions. Or you go as slow as possibly could without the machine stalling out. You understand what I'm saying? So in racing, it's like playing golf. I mean, you might ask a Tony Stewart, you might ask Jeff Gordon, you might ask Dale Earnhardt Jr., you might ask some of these questions. They might give you a different scenario. But with me, it's just like playing golf. Because I'm racing, and you're playing golf against yourself. And when I'm racing myself. I'm see, can I beat my next lap? The lap, this is how I go around the course. I did the course in 58 seconds. I'm not racing that car. I'm racing me. I want to see if I can beat that time. If I can't beat that time, how can I race someone else? Because that was my fastest lap. That means I gotta stay. Every time I go around that track, I gotta maintain that speed. Or I'm messing up. So now I'm trying to get the turns a little tighter. You know what I mean? I'm trying to brake a little bit later. I'm doing everything different, trying to beat my time. If I can't beat my time, how can I race someone else? I gotta race me first. So the first time I'm going around the track, I'm gonna go maybe 55, 60. I'm gonna keep going around the track. I'm racing myself. There gonna be other people there. You know, some people might pass me on the first time going on the track. I don't know this track. You know, it might be somebody with a Lamborghini out. I'm my Porsche 911 GT3. Somebody might pass me. It might be someone in a Hellcat. I don't know this track. I gotta get my tires right. So if you go out, if I go out on this track the first time, and I go all out, and if I can't beat that time, something wrong. So I want to be the most improved. Racing, and I'm gonna tell my wife the same thing. You don't get out here, and on your first time you're getting out here, you go all out because you don't know this track. The longer you be out here, you're supposed to get better. If you come out here on the first time and do your best lap, something wrong. Something wrong. Because if you on this same track for the whole weekend, I come out on a Friday, right? Come out on a Friday. I come out on Friday, say about 9 o'clock. We out here on 9, I'm going around the track. I'm gonna spend 3 days there. On Sunday, if I can't beat Friday time, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Because I'm supposed to get better. You understand what I'm saying? So by Sunday, my lap time should be better than Friday. Because now I'm braking better. I'm turning better. I'm going around the track better. I can see the grooves in the track better. I know the sweet spot on a turn better. So it should improve. It should improve. It's like playing golf to me. You know, I can't tell you how to fix that car or tune it up for a track. But if I was a professional race car driver, I'm telling you some real shit. I can tell you I can tell you where I'm having problems at. Then your expertise as a mechanic probably can adjust it. You know, just say I'm going around NASCAR. I'm going like this around NASCAR track. I'm saying I get around town, when I get to a turn 2, I can't feel that grip. They're gonna say, well, what's wrong with me? What do you mean you can't feel the grip? I can't slide the car in a turn. When you go around NASCAR, you see NASCAR, they go around the track and their car is sliding like this, it's sliding. Well, I'm saying I can't get my car in that groove to slide to come out the turn. They might say, well, let's change the tires, or let's tighten up on your right side. Okay. You know, you're the mechanic. I don't know. I can drive it, but I'm not the mechanic. So that's why I got so many cars, because every car gonna react differently. I want to see which car the best. I want be going around the track. I'm gonna have a trophy for my car. That's gonna be my student. I'm gonna have a trophy. Which one these cars I can get around this track the best time? You're going to be the first place. And any other car I want to see, can I surpass it? It's like playing golf to me. I love it. I love it. I love racing. But I can't do it on the city streets. That's why I have to go get my track membership and go on the track. And that's my hobby. The cops is not going to allow me to do what these cars are designed to do on public roads. So I got to go to the track. So if I can get the membership for a track, of course I'm going to have all these cars, because that's my love. That's my love. Whenever I come home, wherever I park my truck, I'm either going to the off-road or I'm going to the track. My wife gonna know it.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
On this building right here, do you see the tollway signs on it?
Tollway?
Yeah.
Long
This lady is telling me.
long as I've been here, sir, I don't remember seeing a tollway sign. But did you park overnight?
Yeah.
You parked overnight?
Yeah.
Not unless they had a delivery and you was parking that delivery. It may not have been them. It may have been the person. It may have been the police. It may have been Prince George County Police. Yes, sir. Sorry about that, but yeah. So I love racing. And when my wife, we have enough time, I have some free time, and my kids there, come on, we going to the track. Now, with my kids, okay, with my kids, I got to break them into it, because a child thinks that they can do what you do. You understand what I'm saying? My kids gonna think that they can just jump in that car and do what I do. That's just the nature of a child. You was young, I was young. It's just the nature. That's just your nature. You think that you can do better, but they don't know the safety behind it. So when I'm going to take them out to the track, I'm going to buy them a car suitable for what they are trying to do. So what I'm probably would do, the most horsepower car I will get my kid first time going to a racetrack. I'm telling you right now, I'm being honest. I probably wouldn't do nothing more than a Honda Civic Si. Nothing more than a Honda Civic Si or Volkswagen Jetta GTI. Nothing else. Nothing else. And it gotta be a manual. It gotta be a manual. And I'm gonna have a 3-point harness on them. Me. Because I know I know what it's like to race. And I'm not going to say you can't race, but I'm going to give you a car for you to start out in. And I'm going to put a 3-part harness. You're going to have to wear a helmet. And you're going to have to know how to shift these gears first. So when I go to the track, I'm taking my open car enclosed. My wife going to drive the Prevost with the stacker trailer. But I'm taking the either, it all depends what I'm doing. If I'm taking the SUVs, now if I'm taking the SUVs, my kid's not getting the SUV. They're not driving the SUV, and they're not driving my sports car, and they're not driving the four-door sports car. It's not that I don't want them. It's that they are not ready for that type of horsepower going around a track. You're not ready for that. You might think you're ready. You might think you're ready. You don't know what it's like to hit an oil spot. You don't know what it's like to have 3 wheels going around a turn. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like when you got to throw the car in a turn. So I'd rather get you the car that, a Honda Civic Si, 5-speed, a Golf. Trying to think what else. Something in that nature. Something in that nature. And if it's my daughter that I know she's not into speed, I get a Toyota Corolla. Go around the track around that. If you can't handle that in a 5-speed, you damn sure ain't getting no 300 and 400 horsepower. That's out. That's out. Once you able to floor that car, once you able to floor it, put your foot on the pedal and flow it on a straightaway, and you can break it down, then I will advance you. Until then, I am not putting my kids in no 500 horsepower car going around no road course. I don't care if I got a 3-point harness. I don't care if I got a helmet. I don't care if they got airbags. I know I was a child. You think that you can do what I do. Because you seeing me do it, you think that you can do it. I had to learn from experience to get where I'm at now. You don't have the experience. I'm not putting you in no 400 or 500 horsepower car going around a 3-mile or 5-mile track. No, I'm not. Because there's sometimes you can hit 200 miles per hour on this track. I'm telling you, there gonna be times I'm gonna hit the max of this car on this track. And I gotta break it back down to maybe 45 miles per hour to make a turn. I'm going from 200 to 45 miles per hour to make a turn. And you think I'm gonna put my kids in that? No, sir. No, sir. They are not ready for that. And in the SUV, and it's more higher, you think I'm gonna put my kid in a track hawk to go around a track? No. No. The car I'm gonna get, they might be mad. They might be mad. I'm not. Why I gotta throw Toyota Corolla? Because you're not ready. You're not ready. Once you get yourself together, I will help you. Because now the track got M3s. Because if I don't get you a car, I gotta rent a car from the track. I gotta get you an M3. I gotta get you an M5. You out your mind. You're not getting in no M3. You can forget that. I tell my daughter to her face, you ain't getting no M3 going around this track for the first time. And I didn't teach you. You're not getting no M3. You're not getting no M3. You're not getting no Camaro. You're not getting in no Mustang. You're not getting in no Challenger, no Charger. You ain't getting in no Audi RS3 or RS4. You ain't getting in none of that shit. Because if you can't handle this, what I look like putting you in something like that? And this car, it may take you 8 seconds to get 60 miles per hour. Okay, cool. If you can't hit top speed and break it down to like 45 miles per hour, Why in the hell would I put you in a 200-mile-per-hour car? That means I don't love you. That means I don't love you. I don't care about you. I have to break you into racing. Because you see me race doesn't mean that I'm going to allow you to do what I do. I want to teach you how you can control speed. I learned speed from heavy equipment. I had to look at my surroundings. Even though I went fast in the grader, but I had to look at my surroundings first. I had to look at how the grade breaks. I had to look at the curb. I had to look at manhole. I had to look at water boxes. You don't have that type of skill yet. So you have to learn how to control a car to slam it into a turn. I'm not talking about drifting. I'm not talking about skidding it. I'm talking about getting the weight of the car to adjust to the turn. Okay? If your car is heavier in the back, so when you're going around a turn, your back wants to slide this way. So you got to know when you can hit that turn to make that turn straight. So I'm going around a turn this way, right? And my back going this way. At a certain point, you should be able to go straight. You got to know when to hit the gas. Because now when she's coming around this way around a turn, right? You hit the gas too fast, she's going to go like this. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to know when to hit that gas if your back end is heavy. Now, if the weight is almost evenly, like in a sports car, it's almost evenly. So when you go around a turn, sometimes she'll look like she'll take it. But you hit too fast, she's gonna slide you to the wall. Because her tires don't got enough grip to handle that G's going around the turn. So she's gonna push you to the wall. So that's when you just gotta know what's going on. It's like grading a slope. I'm on a dozer grading a slope. I got to know, you're going to slope around like this. I got to know when to hit that hydrostat to go around it. I got to know. I'm not gonna send my kids out there like that. That's why on my business plan, I didn't give my kids no cars to go around that track. I'm gonna buy them a car. And I probably buy like 2 cars. That's it. I might got 4 or 5 kids. But when I go to the track, I be goddamn. I don't care. They can have their money. You're not going to that track renting no M3. You're not renting no M3 until I feel that you are ready for that M3. You're not renting it. You're going to take this car. When I have that, when people gonna see the Ferrari, they're gonna see the Lamborghini, they're gonna see all these cars, right? And they're gonna see a goddamn Golf in the back. That's my kids. Because they're not ready for that. It's not that I don't think they're good enough to get in it. I don't care if the money I spend on that Ferrari SF90 Strati, it's not that I'm treasuring that car. I'm not saying my wife can't drive that car. I'm not saying my kids can't drive that car. But you have to be equipped mentally to drive that car. And I'm not going to let you drive that car until I know you're ready for it. If you're crashing, I got insurance. Who cares less? But I want you to come out of that accident. That's what I'm talking about. So if you about to crash, right? Only experienced driver. Just say we're driving like this, right? I'm driving like this with flow of traffic. This car stopped, right? An experienced driver is going to if I'm on this side, experienced car, right, is going to turn this way. So if the car it's going to hit on the passenger side. You understand what I'm saying? Every time I've been in an accident and somebody stopped in front of me, right? Matter of fact, it was in Jersey. My father came to see me. This woman didn't know how to drive. So I'm behind her. She slammed on brakes. Well, she slammed on brakes. I made sure that my side was cool. I'm an experienced driver. I'm a racer. So if I'm about to hit something, I'm not going to hit it head on if I can help it. I'm going to spin the car around. I'm going to spin it. So while I spin it, I want to hit this side. I got a better chance of walking away. Got a better chance of walking away if I'm speeding. The only thing you have to worry about when you spin it around is flipping. That's the only thing you have to worry about. But if she spins, only way you're gonna flip is if you're going that fast and you turn it around, the only way she's gonna flip if them tires hit the curb, if them tires dig in, but she's sliding. She's not gonna flip if she's sliding. But if them tires grip, she's going over because the weight. So if you driving and you driving on the highway, you're going the speed limit, you're going the flow of traffic. If that car stopped, if you got passengers, it's one thing. But if you by yourself, you got to know how to save yourself. You got to know how to save yourself. So if you flown with the flow of traffic and you're going 75, 80 miles per hour, you's a fool to be going 80 miles per hour on the right lane. You should be trying to pass traffic on a hammer lane. So now, once that car slam on brakes, here it is, you got the median here, and you got a little shoulder. You want to squeeze your car between that car and the median. So if anything hit, you want the passenger side to hit that car. So when you hit it, right? When you hit that hit the passenger car, what's going to happen? Your rear end going to come like this and hit this wall. When it hit that wall, right, it's going to slam you back into this wall. So you're going to ride this wall all the way down. That's what you want because you don't want nobody to hit your ass. That's an experienced driver. So you in that hammer lane and the traffic stop and you can't stop between you and that traffic. You want to turn your wheel and you want to get between that car and that concrete barrier. If you got to hit that car, you want to hit the car with that edge of your passenger side. When you hit it, your ass is going to hit that wall. When it hits that wall, boom, she's going to boom. Then you just keep your wheel turned towards the concrete barrier. Nobody else is going to hit you, but you're going to hit your head. You're going to feel some kind of way, but you should be able to walk away. But if you hit that car like this, that's your ass because somebody behind you is going to hit you. You want to get your ass out of the fucking way. You got to get out the way. So if you're going 89 miles per hour, I got to teach my kids, when you in that track, you got to hug that turn on the outside. On the inside. You got to hug that on the inside because the car is going to slide you this way. If you turn your wheel this way, the car coming in is going to hit you here. It's going to hit you. You want to turn in. You trying to turn in. You want to go. That's why in NASCAR, when they have accidents, you always see them going down low. Because the force of the car is going to push you high, so you want to go low. Same thing. You got to go low. I got to train my kids to race. I'm not going to put them in no fast car. Me, no, not me. Not me. I love my kids. But I do want them to experience the fun of it. Now, ATV and going off-road, I'll buy them a Jeep Wrangler any day. Any day. Because they got a roll bar. You can't go but so fast. But they're going to have a helmet on. I expect to see them roll over the Jeep. I expect to, if they roll it over, I'm going to go run to them. You're okay? You're okay. Get back in and do it again. The first thing I'm going to say, get back in it. Because if you take your kid from it, fear going to set in. When they start driving their car, they're going to think about that day. If your kid's going off-road and they turn it over, you flip that car back on, get back on and go do it again. Right there and then, right there, and you watching them. You park your vehicle and you tell your child, get back in that car and go up there again. I expect to see them turn. I expect to see them flip. I expect to see them flip. But I'm gonna be right there. They're gonna have a helmet on in case they do flip. They won't hit their head. Have a helmet on. Yeah, I expect to see them flip on off road. Yeah, in a Jeep. Yeah, I expect. Hey, they're gonna learn. Either they're gonna flip or they're gonna be scared to do it. They're gonna see some slope like this. They might be scared to do it. I'm gonna say go, but go slow. Let's go slow. And if they roll over, boom, they're gonna roll up, be like this. Then I come with my small wrecker, or I take the pickup, hook the chain to it, and pull it over. Stay in it. Do it again. Do it again. That's the fun of it. Take them in mud, let them get stuck. That, yeah, I'll get them a vehicle like that. But going around that track doing 100, 200 miles per hour, I'm not putting in no car unless I train them. They gotta work up. They gotta work up to it. Now, if they was in heavy equipment, I'll feel more secure. But then I didn't teach them in heavy equipment, so I'm skeptical because they don't have the techniques to see a pothole. They don't got the techniques to see an oil spill. They don't got the techniques to see a dots in the road. A road that goes like this, and you going 100-something miles per hour, she's airborne. You got to know these things. You got to look. And when you driving that fast, you're not looking at the lights. You looking at the car itself. You looking at how the car maneuvers. Because if you watch the brake light, they'll put on brake lights. You going 200 miles per hour, when you see some brake lights, you'll panic and put on brakes, you can lose control. You have to go by, if you going that fast around that track, you got to either look at the roof, or you're looking in through the back window through other cars. You have to find something to look through that car or look over that car. If you can't look over that car, you gotta look through it going that fast, because you can't watch them brake lights. Because every time they put on brakes, you put on brakes, you're fucked up. That's why race cars don't even have fucking brake lights. You have to look through the car or look over the car. You have to look over him going that fast. Then and plus one thing on that track, right? People got their luxury cars. They're not going to be drafting each other. They're not going to be drafting. But if you going around that track by yourself, you going that fast, you have to look ahead. You got to see that track. You got to know, most of the times when a track like that is turning, it got some type of elevation. It's some type of elevation. When you see that elevation, you know it's a sharp turn. Or when you see arrows, or when you see a concrete barrier, you know it's a sharp turn. You got to break it down. You got to go from 200 to 40 miles per hour without using your brakes sometimes. You got to use that. You got to use your gears. You got to break it down. I just can't put my kids in there. I'm sorry. I don't know about you. My kids ain't getting in no 400 and 500 and 600 horsepower car. No. I'd be damned they're going to rent an M3. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. I won't even buy one. For their first car? No, sir. You ain't getting one.
Terminar satisfactoriamente con las grabaciones de Prueba TV, la más reciente telenovela en la que participa.
Hold on, I got the I tell you what, I was gonna I got to come back out, so we're gonna end this video. I want to fold my clothes, but yeah, I'm not. I don't care how much money I get. I'm not buying my kid no M3, no M4, no M5. Not for their first car. Not to go around on track. Because if any of my blood is in my kids, they're gonna do what I do. And I'm not gonna allow my kid to kill himself. They're gonna see me run that track in a Ferrari doing about 200 miles per hour. They're gonna think they can do it. No, sir. Not me. Not my princess. Not my king. Feel me? I wasn't on the ATV. That ATV, they can get hurt. But on the ATV, it's going to be more like a trail instead of a track. I'm going to take it on a trail. Anything dealing with the track, I can't do it. My daughter might get mad at me. I don't want this to go around the track. Well, I guess you ain't going around the track. Because I love you too much to let you go crazy. I love you too much. God allowed me to see this day for me to go through what I go through to help you. He allowed me to be here for you. So, I'm supposed to tell God I'm not grateful and let you just run crazy? No. You're not getting that type of horsepower to go around that track. Not now. You're not responsible enough. You don't have enough experience. You don't have enough experience to go around that track and do what I do. I used to me and that grader. That's the reason I like racing, because they're greater. I love it. It's like playing golf to me. That's why all my I get high-end luxury cars when I'm out on the track. I got a Rolls Royce. I got a Hummer electric car. I got a Rolls Royce. I know a cop ain't gonna fall behind me on the Rolls Royce. If I take that Ferrari out there, he gonna have his radar gun out. And knowing me, I'm gonna be talking, not knowing the speed. Give me a Rolls Royce, I'm chilling. Cause I don't hear anything. I'm chilling. At M5, track. M3, track. That Hellcat, track. All this is a manual. It's a manual, I put in first and just chill. I done dreamed all about that last night. your kid's gonna feel some kind of way that you were going to the track and didn't buy them a car because they're not ready for that type of horsepower yet. They're not ready for it. You drive on the highway, that still they ain't teaching you how to get on the track. It's a totally different thing. Because you on the highway, you're driving, you're watching lights. When a car in front of you put on brake lights, you put on brake lights. When on the track, they don't have brake lights. They don't have brake lights on the track. You gotta see through the car or see over that car. My kids not ready for that yet. Even my adopted kids, I won't do it. I might even see their father and say, look, man, your kid might come to you like, oh, man, he don't love me the same. He got a Ferrari and he bought me a Honda Civic. I'm going to tell him, if I didn't love him, I will buy him one. Because I love him, I'm not going to let him kill himself. Because he don't have enough experience. He might think that he can go fast. Anybody, you could take a 4-year-old child, put him in a car, and go in a straight line, and tell him to push the gas pedal. Anybody can do that. But can you break it down? You know how to stop it. What you going to do when there's a sharp turn? You got 200 miles per hour. Here it is. What if your brakes get hot? What you going to do? What you going to do when your brakes get hot? What you going to do? Ride your brakes? Do you know how to drive with 2 feet? Yeah, 2 feet. You know how to use 1 foot on the gas pedal, 1 foot on the brake when you're going that fast? Can you drive with 2 feet? I'm talking in an automatic. Sometimes you gotta drive with 2 feet. You got to throw that car in the time. You got to know where the weight is. You got to know how she reacts. That Concourse TSR was famous. That car was famous for being back heavy, rear heavy. Famous. You go around a turn, all she wanted to do is spin out. She was famous for that. So you had to go around a turn, you had to cut the turn in half. My kids don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that. That's why you see so many Hellcats in the junkyard. They don't know how to do that. They come out of the driveway, lose control. Because your rear end is heavy. It's heavy. Your rear end is heavy. So if it's heavy, you got to know how to throw that car in to cut the turn in half. So if you're going around a turn like this and she's heavy, right? So now what's she going to do? When you go around a turn like that, she's going to go like this. So you got to know when to throw her and go straight. If not, you're going to go like this. And you're going to try to turn and she's going to lose control and go over there in the woods somewhere. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to do that. So they can prove it to me, I won't give them one. I know exactly what to do with that car. And man, like I said, when you go to that track, if your first day has your best time, You ain't a driver. You're not a driver. Because the first day you go to that track, the more you on that track, the more you should know that track. You should know where to brake at, where to accelerate at. You should know the sweet spots on the turns. You should know, keep it low, keep it high. You should know that. And that first time you go around the track, you're just going around there just to be going. You got to know that track. I go around the track I've been on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You best believe Sunday. I'll be tearing up shit on Sunday. Because I know that track now. I'm trying to beat my time. I'm going to be beating my time. Alright, I've been on here more than an hour. Let me save my time so I can, I gotta come back out anyway. Alright? So, bye.